Alex walked into the office that morning full of confidence. Today was his big presentation. Months of preparation, sleepless nights, and countless rehearsals. He believed his hard work would finally be recognized. But within minutes, subtle remarks, dismissive glances, and the tone of his manager began to chip away at his certainty. By the time he left the room, his confidence was shattered. What he experienced wasn't loud or overt, but insidious. It was the quiet racism that hides in everyday interactions, invisible to most, yet devastating to those who face it. Alex Thompson had been a rising star in a major tech firm in San Francisco. Known for his innovative ideas and relentless dedication, he had delivered project after project that impressed clients and executives alike. Moving from a diverse urban neighborhood, Alex was proud of his identity and confident in his abilities. But in an environment that valued conformity over true talent, subtle biases began to surface. He noticed how colleagues' suggestions were taken seriously, while his were often brushed aside. He overheard comments about culture fit and tone, words that hinted at something deeper, something unspoken. Alex pushed these thoughts aside, telling himself he needed to stay focused on performance. But beneath his composed exterior, doubt was growing. The presentation day arrived. Alex had prepared meticulously, armed with analytics, visuals, and strategies to impress senior leadership. As he spoke, he noticed his manager's distracted expressions, the slight smirks from a few colleagues and subtle interruptions. Later, a peer presented an almost identical idea and received praise, while Alex's contribution went unacknowledged. Lunches, casual meetings, and hallway conversations also revealed patterns. Ideas credited to others, subtle suggestions that he needed to adapt, and polite but dismissive feedback. Alex realized he was experiencing everyday workplace racism, a quiet, persistent bias that undermined his abilities without ever being named outright. He tried documenting incidents, seeking allies, and staying patient, but the emotional toll was evident. Each overlooked opportunity chipped at his self-esteem. Friends outside work noticed his frustration and growing self-doubt. Despite his achievements, Alex began questioning whether his identity was a barrier to success, even in an environment he had once trusted. The breaking point came when a high-profile project was handed to someone else, someone less experienced. Alex felt both shock and anger, realizing the subtle racism he faced had real consequences for his career. He requested a formal meeting with HR, presenting a thorough record of overlooked contributions, emails, and project successes. HR listened, taken aback by the undeniable pattern. For the first time, the invisible bias became visible, forcing acknowledgement from leadership. The quiet injustice that had haunted Alex's daily work life could no longer be ignored. His courage in speaking up sparked internal discussions, leading to policy reviews and bias training initiatives aimed at creating a more inclusive workplace. Alex's experience highlighted the painful reality that racism often isn't obvious. It lives in the overlooked emails, the misattributed credit, and the subtle remarks that question competence. By standing up, Alex not only reclaimed recognition for his work, but also became an advocate for fairness in his organization. The company began implementing transparent promotion processes and mentorship programs to prevent similar experiences. Alex's story serves as a reminder that invisible biases, though quiet, have a profound impact, and it challenges all workplaces to examine their culture, ensuring that merit and talent are truly recognized, free from prejudice. Alex's journey forces us to ask, how many talented employees leave quietly, discouraged by subtle bias? How often do we overlook the invisible racism that erodes confidence and blocks opportunity? If you've ever faced this, don't stay silent. Share your story, comment below, or tag someone who needs to see this, because true change begins when invisible injustice is finally brought to light.